Hello everyone, welcome to my first ever what if video. Now this is new to me, so don't think I'm like doing this for like funsies or stuff. This is just me doing this for like people who are not doing this on YouTube a lot. So this is my first time doing this. So today is what if Deku was Kamen Rider, Skull, and Joker. Now, I know that people don't. I know that people in America don't know what Kamen Riders are. But if any of you viewers know what a Kamen Rider is, I'll tell you. So basically, Kamen Riders are like the masked riders a lot. They first started in the 1970s, where they first introduced Kamen Rider Ichigo. And ever since then, they started to make newer and newer ones. And this one caught my eye because they have two separate writers, a dark writer and a normal Kamen Rider. They had Kamen Rider Joker as a separate person because in this world, in this show, they basically have these items called Gaiga memories, and they allow anyone to turn into a Gaiga, like a monster beast. And so Joker actually has one, except he uses a lost driver, so that way he could transform into Kamen Rider Joker. Same goes for Skull. Now, you might be wondering, why am I putting two different writers into the same character? Well, I'm gonna do something like this. I'm gonna make it to where it's gonna be like where he actually get his powers, but it'll be on a different scale. Since I've seen people do betrayal, cheated on stuff like that, I'm gonna do it my way, and I'm gonna say that he was expelled on the first day of UA. Since so enough of my yabbering. Let's get on to this video. So, in this AU, I like to call it, everything still goes the same for Izuku Midoriya, our protagonist in MHA, short for My Hero Academia, where he was quirkless. He's been bullied by Bakugo Katsuki, a big asshole if I say so myself, and everything still goes as planned. All Might gave him his quirk, yada yada. He passed the entrance exam. Now this is where things get interesting. Since on the first day of UA they do like a little test, and in the show Midoriya got in last place, and whoever was in last place was expelled. But since this is my story, I'm gonna do it my way. So Midoriya came in last place. Aizawa basically tells him to get out because he has zero potential. Even though he did the finger flick on the ball throw, that doesn't mean that Aizawa will let him go because he has potential. He's letting him go because he can't control his quirk. And Midoriya is devastated by this, and if you're wondering if I'm going to give Once for All back to All Might, no, he's keeping the quirk. You're going to see why I'm keeping this quirk in a future video if I were to do this more. So, Midoriya decided to leave UA, decided to tell his mom this, and she's upset that her son cannot become a hero. Until something happened. When he was about to go to sleep, he actually heard a knock on his door. And there was his mom, but was something in his arm. She said, Izuku, there's this briefcase that has your name on it. Do you know anyone that gave you this? Midoriya doesn't know what was in the briefcase, and he doesn't know anyone that sent him. So he replied, no, I don't know. What's in the case anyway? Ankle basically said that she didn't check it because she thinks it's something else for him. So Midoriya decided to bring the case inside his room. And inside it are separate Gaia memories and three drivers. I'm going to add in a third one. You're going to see why. So in there are two lost drivers, and one that and the other driver looks like a motorcycle handle. You see what I'm getting at? That's for someone else. Let me know in the comments who should I give that to. It has to be someone that's quirkless, or someone that has a weak quirk. Anyone, just literally anyone from class 1A to 1B, to literally anyone. I don't care. So, yeah. Midori found two drivers and a third one that has like a motorcycle handle. And inside the case, there's a note. The note stated, "Hello to whoever has this suitcase. You might be wondering why I sent this to you and to you directly. Well, that's simple. Inside this case are built known as lost drivers. In these, you can have the potential of almost gaining power. Now, I don't have time to explain because once this case is sent, I could be perhaps dead or been taken. Now, inside this case are separate USBs and another one that's specially made for someone else. Now, inside these cases are called Gaia memories. Basically, they allow you to transform into someone that is known in the past century, since My Hero is taking place in the future. Now, Midori is interested in what this person's talking about, so he decided to read a little bit more. They are known as Kamen Riders. There are people who uses these belts to actually gain power, to not only protect the people, but to serve evil, but to make sure that evil doesn't come back. And if this case gets to you, then that means someone's using these Gaia memories for something in terror. And Midoriya is actually kind of scared because people can use these memories along with their quirks, making them twice as dangerous. Now, Midoriya doesn't know how to control his quirk. Remember that. He can't control it. He can control it through 0 to 100%. But that's when he first got the quirk. I'm going to make Midoriya a little bit smarter on this one. So, Midoriya doesn't know how to use these drivers or Gaia memories. So he just picked a random one. And the one he picked has a S emblem on it, but with a little skull sign on it. He put the belt around his waist, and he doesn't know how to activate the Gaia memory. And he accidentally presses the button that'll say its name, Skull. And Midori was confused. Wait, these things can actually make sound? That's a bit weird. So he proceeded to put the Gaia memory into the belt, and it makes a weird noise. That's basically the standby noise. Midori doesn't know what to do. He looked at the note, and it says, once you put in the Gaia memory inside the belt, it will make a noise saying it's on standby. Once you do that, you must say these words, and you push a lost driver the opposite way. And so Midori said this word that everyone knows, Henshin, and he proceeded to push this lost driver onto his right side, and he decided to transform into, okay, where is it? He transformed into Kamen Rider Skull. And when I mean everything of him, I mean everything. The scarf and the fedora. And when Midori took a look at himself, he's, whoa. So, this is Skull. Well, to be more pronounced, Kamen Rider Skull. And he's wondering how to defeat the Henshin, as people like to call it. So he thought of the opposite way. push the driver back in position and take the skull out, reverting back to himself. Now, Midori is actually pretty surprised that someone gave him this power. And he's wondering, why him? Why him, exactly? He can't be a hero, because just like his old teacher said, he has no potential. But now that he's thinking about it, if you can't become a hero, then you're gonna have to break the law to save people. That's right. I'm gonna make Midori a vigilante, but only for a little bit. Only for a little bit. Now, Midori is still trying to figure out how to control his quirk, and he actually thought of a reason how to control it. Why not just spread it throughout my entire body, like a water inside a cup? Once you put the water inside the cup represents it. Okay, so he's thinking about how to do it properly, since he knows that he only controls 0 to 100% quickly. And so he's trying to focus a little bit more. Once he does that, he actually got to about... in the canon timeline, he has around 5%. I'm going to be a little bit fair to him and give him 10%. He worked out a little bit, but not too much in his growing up. And so he decided he got up to 10%. He could push it to 13%, but that's where his bones started creaking. If he pushes it to 15, he'll actually tear his muscle fibers. So he'll stick around 12 or 10. So that way it can be more comfortable. Now, since Midori did this, he actually feels the power going through him. And he knows that if he practices control a little bit more, he can control even further beyond his own limit and still keep working out. And he decided to do the one thing that no one thought. Since the note said that there were Kamen Riders in the past, he decided to do the one thing. I'm about to become... The Kamen Riders are coming back into town. This time, no one can stop me. Well, this is my first time trying this out. Thank you everyone for listening. Now, like I said, this is my first time doing the what if, so I may not be experienced with this type of thing, but it's the best I can do. And let me know if you want me to do a ship, because I'm doing a ship along with someone. Now, I've seen people do ships on YouTube, and the only thing that keeps popping in my mind are literally like boy and boy ships too much. They're doing it too much, like Deku X Bakugo, Deku X Toroki, Deku X Shinzo. Give them a break. It's not canon. Like, I know you're trying. I know, because like the interaction between the two the characters, it's not that. And don't get me wrong on Uraraka. Like, I'm not dissing on her, but it's too vanilla. I want something interesting. Just let me know what you want me to do in the comments below. And whichever got the most comment or most liked, I will do that ship soon. For now, this is Shadow the Hunter, and I'll see you in the next hunt. Bye-bye!